the core thing about selling your business is somebody else has to believe if their business is worth one and your business is worth one, when you bring them together, they're worth three, not two. That's it. So why would somebody else believe that when they buy your business, it's going to be worth more to them than it's going to be worth more than it is when you run it? Like that's the fundamental question you have to keep coming back to. And a lot of times founders are thinking about like what makes it best for me. And like one of the things that makes it best for me is like I get the cheapest possible labor. I outsource everything to Indonesia and I keep my costs super low. Is that smart? Sometimes. Yes, sometimes that's smart, but if you want to build an enduring business, like you don't have a team. Like what is the other person buying when they buy your business? Like they can outsource to Indonesia as well. So like think about like who you want to have as partners in your business and is involving them making the business worth more, even if it's bringing down your profit level this year. That's like a key thing that you need to think through. And then you can get into your questions about like equity splits and blah, blah, blah. But like set that aside for a second. Think about like, how am I creating something that has like enduring value and would be more valuable to somebody else?
So let's actually take a quick tangent. This is very, very interesting. When I'm thinking about a creator business, right, and like how they monetize, there's like the one pay product. Maybe they have some like consulting or done for you services. Maybe they do like affiliates, sponsorships. Maybe they've like invested in companies. So I'd sort of like Tim and both of you actually would love for you guys to like walk through like the different ways people can make money as a creator, and maybe give it like both a scorecard and a multiple in terms of like whether it's good or bad, and then what would be like the ideal multiple based on the thing that you're doing if you want to sell.
I can't give you a specific multiple because that's a
Range.
factor thing. Because
Right.
when you think about multiple, let me just start with that. When we think about multiple, there's a couple of different factors that are important. One is how financeable are the earnings? And by that, I
Sorry,
mean,
can you explain that? What does that mean?
yeah, so if you go to a bank and you say like, "Hey, here's my business. I want a loan against the business." The question is like, how likely is the bank to be like, "Sure, here's a loan, no problem. It seems like you have a great business, sir." Or are they going to be like, "This isn't a business. Like you just sold a bunch of like masks during COVID. Like we're not going to give you money because you're not going to sell more masks next year." You know what I mean? So like the more that you can demonstrate that like, no, I sell a widget that goes into like a manufacturing line that builds cars and like it runs out every 6 months. So like we know that they're going to need new widgets in 6 months. Like that's a much more financeable set of earnings than like selling masks during COVID, right? So like that's step one. Step two, or like factor two to think about is like the size of your business. Generally, the higher your level of profit, the more financeable banks will view it. And it has to be like a high level of profit over multiple years. So it can't be like, I made 100,000 last year and I made 10 million this year. I would like a loan off my 10 million of earnings. Like no bank is going to give you the loan off the 10 million. But if you have like 2 or 3 years in a row of 10 million of earnings, that's going to be much more valued and given a much higher multiple than a business that like has $200,000 of earnings. So think about like the replicability of your earnings and the probability of your earnings and the size of your earnings. Like those are the two key factors to think about for the multiple that's then going to be attached to your earnings.